Good morning, everyone. I welcome all of you to the lecture Decision Support System and Business Intelligence. Is this presentation visible to you? Is it visible?
No, sir.
Okay. Now, is it visible?
No, sir. Yes, sir, visible.
Okay. In previous lecture, we have discussed about elements of artificial neural network. In that, we seen input, output, and processing element. In processing element, there we can use a signal function, activation function, like sigmoidal activation function, tangent hyperbolic function, linear function. Like these functions we can use in the processing element. In the processing element to do the processes. As we know, the sigmoidal activation function. This is the sigmoidal activation function where we can transfer our output this value into the yt means the transfer function as we required. Suppose we required sigmoidal activation function for classification of the data, then instead of that we can transfer our data to the sigmoidal activation function. For sigmoidal activation function, there is a general formula: f of x equal to 1 upon 1 plus e raised to minus lambda, where lambda is the y, we can say output or y. In this formula we have to put the values like this: 1 upon yt equal to 1 upon 1 plus e raised to minus 1 by 2. This output is taken into negative, and their output their value is equal to 0.77, and this will our output yt equal to 0.77. Like this output will be there after applying the sigmoidal activation function. This is the formula for the sigmoidal activation function. Linear activation function f of x equal to x. F of x equal to x is the linear activation function. What is the value we will provide as a input? Similar output we will get, that is the linear function. Like you see, suppose we have one graph. Here we have provided 1 as a input. We will get 1 as a output. Suppose here is the input and this is suppose output. Then here is 1, then 1. If we provide 2 as an input, then we will get 2 as an output. If we provide 3 as an input, then we will get 3 as a output. So we will get the straight line in this. We can classify our data linearly, linear separable. Direct by doing straight line, we can classify our data by using linear functions. Similarly, as we discussed in previous lecture, several artificial neural network existing feed forward neural network and most popular supervised unsupervised learning algorithm we discuss, and supervised learning we discuss, and we were at this exclusive or XOR inclusive or operation. So in OR operation we know when both of the inputs 0, then and then the output is 0, otherwise all are the positive. So suppose we have 0 0, sorry, suppose at this point we can uh, just a minute, eraser pointer. Now we have input 0 and 1. This is suppose input, and here is sorry, 0 0 0 1 1 0 and 1 1. These are the inputs value, and we have output 0 and 1. If both of the input x and y is 0 and we applied their suppose inclusive or, then we will get 0. And if we provide 0 1 input, then the result is 1. Again, suppose if we provide 1 x1 and x2 is 0 as a input to the neural network, then we will get the output 1. If we provide both x1 and x2 positive values, then we will get the positive output. In this, you see, when both of the input are negative, then and then we are getting the negative output. When one of them input as a positive, then we are getting the output as a positive value. You see, we can separate this data by adding straight line. Suppose we have added here straight line, we can classify the negative and positive output linearly separable. In this class we can add negative, and in this class we can add positive, means we can separate this output by straight line. This means linearly separable. Here we can use linear function f of x equal to x, means there we will get the straight line. So why? Because we have only the one value in negative area and all other three are into the positive area. So this is the linear separable. And if we use AND gate, then do you know the output of AND gate? Yes, Urusa.
Yes, sir. 0 0 0 1.
0 0 0 1. When both of the input 0, then in AND gate, then output is
Sir, both 0, 0.
both 0, then 0. Okay.
Yes, sir. Input.
Here is it will 0. This will be also 0. This is 0, and here will be 1.
1.
Okay. So this is also we can separate linearly, as suppose we see 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1. Then output of 0 0 is 0. Output of 1 0 is 0. Output of 1 0 is 0. And output of 1 1 input will be 1. So we can separate this from here. Okay, negative and positive we can separate by using linear separable line. By straight line we can separate this. So the learning parameters are, these are the learning parameters, and or according to our problem is our data is linear separable, then we can use linear separable functions like AND function, OR function, sigmoidal function, logistic function, linear function, bipolar sigmoidal function is there. To the output of sigmoidal function is like dumbbell shape. As you see, suppose we are using sigmoidal function. The formula of sigmoidal function is f of x equal to 1 upon 1 plus e raised to minus lambda. When we will provide our input data to this function, then we get the like this output. If data is, we have to classify our data in this manner. Suppose our data is like this star and circle, then we can use our sigmoidal function. If our data is classify, we can classify our data by straight line, then we use AND OR functions. Suppose our data is in negative part, then we can use bipolar sigmoidal function. You have heard this at here. This is sigmoidal function. Bipolar sigmoidal function means the function is in two pole. Bi means two pole. Bipolar means two pole. Two poles means negative and positive pole. Negative and positive. The sigmoidal activation function, bipolar sigmoidal activation function will be like this. This is negative part and this is positive part. When our data is in two poles, means negative and positive, to classify this data we have to use bipolar sigmoidal activation function. Also we can use tangent hyperbolic function to classify the negative and positive data. We know how to calculate the threshold. In previous lecture we discuss we find the threshold value. This is the threshold value. We can find this value by processing element x1. By processing like this we can calculate this threshold value to classify the exact data. And we seen most popular supervised, unsupervised learning, unsupervised clustering, supervised classification and predictions. Now you see the backpropagation learning algorithm. Backpropagation of error for a single neuron. Error for a single neuron. This is the architecture of error for single neuron. You see this diagram. In this diagram there is x1, x2 up to xn are inputs. This is w1, w2, wn are the weight value. We can change this weight value to get appropriate output to achieve our target. Suppose we want the 90% profit in business, 90% profit in business, and we are not getting this business, then we have to add the weighted as a parameter. Which parameter we have to add to increase our profit? This parameter we have to add in our input business, and then process and then compare, then use the transfer function as and or sigmoidal, bipolar sigmoidal, tangent function, linear function like this. And if there no we not achieving this 90% profit, we have suppose only 50% profit, then we again use this output and subtract from this. This is the zi minus yi. We will subtract this output from this input and again provide the value, input value at weight, and again process element and find the output. You see the working of this. In this how we will learn backpropagation learning. Backpropagation learning is the learning algorithm procedure. What is first procedure? Initialize weight with random value and set other network parameter. We will use any random number for starting and process it and then find the output. Read in the input and the desired output. After this weight we will read in the input and desired output. We will read the desired output, means 90% is our desired output. We require 90%. Then compute the actual output by working forward through the layer. Then compute x1 into w1 and make the summation of these and find the output. If output is computed output is 50, then there is huge error in between 90 and 50. Then subtract from this 90, 50 minus 90 minus 50, and what is the remaining value? To achieve this value, provide this value as a weight. Again compute the error difference between the actual and desired output. Change the weight by working backward through the hidden layer and repeat the step 2 and 5. This to read the input and desired output and change the weight by working backward through the hidden layer. means reading the input x1 into w1, x2 into w2, xn into wn, all summations plus their output, and then we will compare with desired output. This step will be again and again until we will reach to our output. Suppose we have, this is our suppose transfer function. This line is suppose transfer function, and on this transfer function suppose we have our desired output 90%. Suppose we have desired output, and by passing first input, first computation, we are at here. Our output suppose 50 is here. Now to reach this we have to minimize this gap. To minimize this gap we have to subtract, means j minus yj. Then we will minimize this gap again. To minimize this gap we have to change the weight values, we have to change the w2, wn, all, and then we will go towards this, means we will minimize this gap. This gap we will minimize, we want to minimize this gap, means error. This is our error value. Minimize the error value. To calculate the error value there is function, this is alpha of zi minus yi. By using this we can minimize the error from single neuron with back propagation algorithm. Development process of an artificial neural network. First step, we have to collect the data and organize that data in a appropriate manner and then formulate the data. This is first step. In second step, get more data, reform data. From the previous step we can get more data. After getting data and organizing, then separate data into training, validation and testing set. Suppose we have 100 records. In this step we have collected 100 records. Now we have to separate this data in second step for testing, training and validation. For testing we will take 30 records. For validation we will take 20 records, and for training 30, testing validation 20, and for training we will take 50% data. In that case what will be there? Suppose this is our graph and this is our validation line, our validation data. And now we want to classify our data. Our data should be on this line because this is our validation line. After classifying, our graph should be like this. How much distance, how much error is with validation and output. This line, this zigzag line is the output, and this is validation, and we will provide the input from this. Now decision on a network architecture and structure. After that doing this, which network we will take the decision on a network architecture and structure, which network architecture we have to use to solve our problem, to classify our data or to predict the output. According to our problem we have to select here back propagation or feed forward neural network or Pitts neural network, Mac-Culloch-Pitts neural network, or any function, other Gaussian neural function, sigmoidal function, bipolar sigmoidal function, or which logic functions we have to use, and or not, like this we have to take a decision and select the structure. After this, select algorithm, learning algorithm, which algorithm classify our data properly. That algorithm we have to select, like supervised learning, unsupervised learning we have to select at the step 4. And step 5 is set the network parameter and initialize their values. Input we have to set x1, x2, xn, how much parameters are there, how much features are there in our data. We have suppose 100 value. 100 value consists of what? Means their name of customer is there, mobile number of customer is there, suppose age of customer is there, income of customer is there. Then we have to provide x1 is name, x2 mobile number, x3 income, x4 salary or income, x5 address of customer. Until what? Until how much we will take input? Until xn, means how much parameters are there in our database, how much features are there in our database. All that features, all that parameter we will take as a input, and we have to initialize that. We have to provide the value for x1. X1 equal to how much names are there in our data. Suppose we have hundreds of record and only 50 name are correct, then we have to initialize x1 equal to 50. After this, the next step is initialize the weight and start the training and validation. Once we have selected layer 1, first layer is the input layer, x1 to xn. Then initialize the weight w1, w2, w3, and start training and validation. And start training to the network and validate is our output is lying on the validation or not. After this, step number 7, stop the training and freeze the network weight. Suppose we have got very good output, our data is on the validation line. We are not far away from this validation line, or far away on this side on the validation line. We are going towards the validation line. Then we have to freeze this, we have to save this record, stop the training and freeze the network weight in the step number 7. After this, test the training network. Then we will select this is the good sampling rate, 30% for training, for validation 20 is good, for testing 50 is good. This is our standard model will become here after this stopping the training and test, freeze the network. These are suppose standard value. If these are not standard value, then we will change this value. We will change this training 30 from 20 25 20, like this. As well as we will change the weight value, adjust the weight value until reach to minimize the error rate and reach to appropriate output. Once it get, then this will be our exact model. After getting the model at step number 7, we will test the train network. Then we will test this model for actual business, and then this model is good, then we will sell this model for the prediction purpose or for the data classification purpose into the real business. Deploy the network for the use on unknown new cases. For new model, suppose we have used this model for selling the automobiles like a car, two wheelers. This model we can use for medical purpose. This model we can use for we can sell for hospital purpose. This model we can use or sell for transportation purpose. for identifying the profit in transportation. After test the network, we sell this model. We deploy the network for use of unknown use cases. Is it understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now see an multi-layer perceptron artificial neural network structure for the box office prediction problem. This is for box office. You know, box office means the movie. A movie is a good movie, more profitable movie, blockbuster movie, or flop movie. To predict the output of that, we can use multi-layer perceptron artificial neural network. This is given here. Rating MPAA. MPAA means Motion Picture Association. Motion Picture Association rating. G grade means G is the general audience. We know there are the pictures, and pictures are motion pictures are categorized according to their uh, rating rate. According to their rating rate, the picture is categorized. Means good picture, bad picture, adult pictures, or children's picture like Choo Choo TV, or uh, or that picture is not audible in presence of children, means PG3. PG3 means restricted movie. The movie should be shown to children in presence of their parent, like that. The pictures, which pictures is from this neural network, we can we can solve the problem to get the profit. Good profit, flop movie, good result, or blockbuster movie. Hmm? To classify this, we can use neural network. To solve this problem, we can use neural network. In first step, we provide input. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 7 parameter are there as a input. We have to initialize input in the sense how we provide in input in this network. Audience, parental audience, G for general audience, PG for parental real guidance, parental guidance, general audience, G for general audience, PG for parental guidance in presence of parent. And this is the restricted movie, parental guidance 30. And R is also restricted, and NR is non restricted movies. These are the input, these are the categories of movie we will provide at 1. Second input is our competition. High competition is there, medium competition is there, low competition is there. Means how much theaters are there in city, and how much competitors to our movie. This value we will provide at second input. Then star value, high, medium, low star value we will provide at 3, input 3. Then general, like sci-fi, action. The movie is how the movie is action movie, or sci-fi movie, or movie is like a children movie. Like this input we will provide here. Then technical effect means high technical effect, medium technical effect, low technical effect. how the instrumentation or presentation is in the movie. Means there use high quality of picture or high quality of scene are selected in the movie, or there are good songs in the movie. All that technicals part, technical effects, uh, good graphics is given, high resolution movies, that this parameter we use as a input at x5. Then sequel, yes, no. Then number of screen, positive integer. Number of screen, this will be positive one, at least one will be there. Means how much screen, sometime there are many screen, two screen, three screen, one screen, like this input we have to take into the box office prediction problem. Sequel means is it historical or future? Is it a real movie or only for entertainment type of a movie? Like this input we have to provide from the here. After providing all these parameter, we have to select processing element. Processing element we will select here. Means we will add here weight with input x1, x2. Here will be w2, w1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we'll find here the summation of x1 and x2. And this value, this in hidden layers value, we again add to our function like sigmoidal function, Gaussian function, linear function like f of x equal to x, or f of x equal to 1 upon 1 plus e raised to minus lambda, or uh, bipolar sigmoidal function means f of x equal to 1 plus e raised to minus lambda divided by 1 minus e raised to lambda x. This is bipolar sigmoidal function. This we will use at the again in this hidden layer. There are hidden layer 1, hidden layer 2, input layer 27 processing elements are there, 5 and 3, 3, 9, 10. Insa, no, economies is. These are the 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 10 plus 3 plus 2 is equal to input 27 processing element we are taking here, 27, 5, 3, 3, 10, 3, 2. And at hidden layer we will take 18 hidden layer. How this value we have taken? According to our data, according to the feature, we have studied our data and find the appropriate features in that, and we have to provide that features as a input as well as a hidden out input, hidden input layer. Second, according to the problem, there we have to use multi-layer network. You see here are the multiple layers, layer 1, 2, 3, and 4. Therefore we can say this is the multi-layer perceptron artificial neural network. And accordingly inputs, first pass we get flop movie, class 2 movie, class 3 movie, class 4 movie, and class 9 movie is the blockbuster, means the movie is earning very much money. Like this we can design the multi-layer perceptron artificial neural network. This is the general structure of multi-layer perceptron artificial neural network. You have to design this in the exam. Okay, so you understand this properly. You left this part. This is not much important. This is not, because this value will be changed, but this is our from input layer 1 2 3, and this summation and this 1 2 3 up to 9 output layer. These are the, this is the structure and this is important. You have to keep in mind. You should able to write this architecture like this. Suppose we have input 1, input 2, input 3, and suppose we have hidden layer 1 2 3, or suppose only there are two elements in hidden layer, again in one hidden layer. Then we will join this input to hidden layer, means this will our x1, this will w. Again we will join from here to here, again from here to here. Like this we should be able. Just a minute. Hello. हो हो. हा बोला. हो हो. MGM युनिव्हर्सिटी औरंगाबाद. हा. BSc हार्डवेअर अँड नेटवर्किंग कोर्सला तुम्हाला ऍडमिशन नाही केलंय का? करायचंय का तुम्हाला? मग कोणत्या कोर्सला करायचं ऍडमिशन? बरं बरं. पुण्याला कोणत्या कोर्सला? इंजिनिअरिंग मध्ये IT घ्यायचंय. बरं बरं, चालतं, ठीक आहे. तुम्ही बघा, ट्राय करा, आणि तुम्हाला जर BSc हार्डवेअर नेटवर्किंगला जर घ्यायचं असेल MGM युनिव्हर्सिटी औरंगाबादला, तर तुम्ही कधी पण कॉल करू शकता. ठीक आहे. ओके, थँक्यू. Hello. Suppose we want to design like this neural network, then we should be able into the draw this architecture into the exam. Okay, for that I just show to you how to design this. Suppose we have input 3 input. Now suppose we want to forecast the weather, means today's temperature. We want to calculate the today's temperature. Then we have temperature value, we have precipitation value, and we have suppose wind speed value, wind speed. There are 3 inputs. Then we will select x1, x2, and x3 inputs, and only one hidden layer is using suppose there. Then we can draw this like this, and then output layer. But suppose there are 2 hidden layers, we can change, wind can be changed. So for wind we can again use another type of hidden layer like this. Again, if hidden layer increase, then similarly again suppose there is another hidden layer for processing, then we can do like this. Output, suppose there are multiple outputs according to temperature, according to precipitation, and according to weight. The values of output are changing, then there will get more outputs, output 1, output 2, output 3, like this. Then we will use like this structure, multiple neuron structure. Is it understood? Yes. Is it understood? Means we can say here low temperature, high temperature, and here is
Yes, sir.
cold or rainy environment. Is it understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You should be design like this, design
Sir,
like this
what is the
architecture.
work of hidden layer?
What is a hidden layer?
वर्क ऑफ हिडन लेयर,
Hidden
मतलब
layer
हिडन लेयर का क्या काम है सर इसमें?
to adjust the weight. Suppose we have the input and not getting proper output, then instead in the hidden layer we will add some value and find the output, is there getting proper output or not. In last lecture we seen results exam results example. In that we said there we require 35 marks, but in suppose we have given test, and in test we have 15 marks, and to achieve this 35 we require hidden layer. Like final exam, we considered their final exam as a hidden layer, but sometime some parameters are with us. By changing that parameter we can change the output, and that parameter we have to take as a hidden layer. Like suppose we want to sell our cars. Suppose we are manager in showroom, car sale showroom, and we want to sell maximum cars in this month. Then how we will sell? We have to provide the discount will be their hidden layer. How much discounts we have to give? We will provide 1% discount and find the output, how much output is getting. We will provide 2% discount, then find the how much sale getting. Again we will find or add the 3% discount on the car for sale and getting the output. uh, we sell more cars in this month or less car or medium cars. Then we want to sell high, means number of cars in the month, then high result should be there. At one level there we will get a fixed output, means 5% 5% discount. Suppose we have given on the car sale, then we got high output, high sale in the month, then this is our threshold value. Then this will our model, fixed model, and every month we will provide the 5% discount. If we increase this, then our loss will be in another way. Means we want to use input in costly, like employee payment, employee salary, car components are expensive, and we are selling our car with discount. Then in that way we will get the loss from the input side. Therefore according to the input we have to add the discount, add the hidden layer, add the hidden parameters value. according to our input. Input, it should be appropriate, it should not be very less or very high. Therefore we seen one example, testing, validation and training. Here in this error, we
Yes,
have to
sir.
minimize the error and get the then fix the model. At this stage we will stop and freeze the model. When we stop, when we get appropriate output, definitely you will sell more cars. When you will give more discount to the customer, but we will not able to give the more discount on the car, because we have invested more money in the form of employee, in the form of material, in the form of quality of the car, component of the car. So we have not affordable to give the discount to the customer. Then how much discount we can give to the customer, this will our fixed value. For to achieve that, we have to use hidden layer and process it. We have to add hidden layer and process it until we'll get the fix freeze, then freeze the network after getting proper, and then use that model for the business purpose. Is it understood? Hidden layer.
Yes, sir.
Testing, train artificial neural network model. For testing, train artificial
सर
neural network. Yes.
अभी दूसरा लेक्चर है हमारा.
Okay, okay.
हाँ.
Okay, if you have any doubt,
ये कल
then
ले
1 minute
सकते हैं.
you can
हाँ.
ask. Otherwise, we will see in next lecture. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Have a nice day. Bye. गोरे सर लेक्चर आहे का? उरुसा. तिच्या घरी काहीतरी प्रॉब्लेम आहे. हा